Hello everyone! How are you doing tonight? My name is MrHurriicane and it's time to stream something. Finally! I know you guys have been wanting the streams. I have too, and now we're here. Please tell me everything's working. Please. Is it working? Hello everyone! I see the comments. Gotta mute this. Alright guys! My name is MrHurriicane and welcome to tonight's stream. I'm sure the title here has all caught you off guard and everything. I'm going to get to a lot of stuff in this stream. Some housekeeping here first off before we get into the actual stream. I've talked about doing more streaming series this year and just more streaming overall. And I'm here to debut my new stream series. This webcam looks a little crooked. It's kind of catching me off guard here. Where's my water? There it is. Anyway, tonight we're debuting the Fantasy Draft Franchise on Madden 17, and to give you guys a little, wow, over 500 people watching? I did not expect that. I want to give you guys a preview of what's to come today in the Fantasy Draft. I will be making a Fantasy Draft franchise specific to streaming in a series that we're going to do. It might not be a long series, it might only be one season, but regardless, the way the team is going to be drafted is an idea I came up with last week that I think is fun, and for a team builder like me, it presents a challenge that I am ready for. So, I have this. This is a hat. A hat with 24 pieces of paper in it. Each piece of paper has a position. Now, what's going to happen in this stream is I first have these 24 pieces of paper, and I am going to draft a team where I take out a piece of paper, whatever the position says, I draft a player from that position. Now, I have 24 here as opposed to 53 because I have all the starters in this hat. So a quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 receivers, a tight end, 5 linemen, 4 defensive linemen, 3 linebackers, 3 corners, 2 safeties. So we're going to draft those 24 players first, and then I have another hat with another 22 positions, and that'll take us to 46. So I have all the backups in another hat. And then I'll have 7 remaining, and I'll have you guys help me select the last 7 players on the team. So, kicker and punter are in the second hat. I was going to put them in the first hat, but I'm like, let's get the starters out the way. Don't have to put kicker and punter in there. Although it would be chaos. It would be a chaos. So this hat, like I said, it's all the starters plus players I deem kind of starters. Like I want 2 running backs. I want 3 receivers and 3 corners. Just how the NFL is played these days. Mostly running back by committee. A lot of spread formations. Nickel cornerbacks as valuable as they ever been. So we're going to draft a team in that style. Does that sound like fun? What do you guys think? Will it be a 4-3 defense? Dude, a tight end could be my first pick. I don't know what the defense is going to be. It's going to depend on the players I end up being able to select. Like, the scheme that I have is going to be built on the fly, like Draft Champions. Only this to the extreme. And then, the goal is to play through a season with this team and try and win a Super Bowl. I'm not sure if this will go past one season. It could. And that's why I'll be scouting along the way. And we'll see where things go. But I wanted to start doing more smaller series on the channel so I can get to more ideas I have. Because not everything has to be 200 episodes. Like, someone asked me like last week if I would be playing NBA 2K perhaps. And I'm like, I don't have enough time to flesh out an idea. But it's like, that's probably not the best stance to always take. Because if I only wait for the long ideas, then I'm going to be not trying that many new things. And part of what I want to do here in the next, this year is to try some new things, to make some mini-series, to do some new stuff to add to the channel. Like this here, streaming series. This is not Ultimate Team, this is not Draft Champions. This is Franchise live stream. I've never really done this, but it's happening now. So almost 800 people watching tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. And we are going to get underway here pretty shortly. Comments are coming in pretty quickly here, so I'll get to some questions and whatnot here. Yes, everything must be 200 episodes. Trust me, that's the way most of my thought process works. And not the best idea, honestly. I can't draft Aguayo in the first round. No, kicker and punter are not in that hat. Because, well, if I put all the pieces into one hat, then I could draft like 3 quarterbacks in a row. And I don't think the game would even let you because it makes you fill up a certain amount of slots first. So we'll get into franchise here in a moment. I want to make sure I have the right rosters because I want to use updated rosters so more players are relevant. Like Adam Thielen was not a high-rated player when the game first came out, but obviously now he definitely is because Adam Thielen is a beast. And some team that likes Adam Thielen could try taking him from the Vikings, and I would be so upset if that happened. What team are you going to use? I don't know yet. I want help deciding what team to play as. Give me some cool jerseys. Okay. Where's fullback? I didn't put fullback on the list just because I'm probably not going to use a fullback. Probably not going to go offset I formation. Show us the chair. Chair 2.0. I'm not sure how well you can see it here. Chair 2.0. No arms. Unrestricted movement. That's the key. Okay, I got a million comments coming in now for what team to use in this. But I do have the right rosters loaded up. So we are about ready to get this fantasy franchise underway. And I'm a couple more things before we get into the series. I'm going to be playing the games in streaming, of course, on shorter quarter length than my main series. The idea is not to be this sim series like that in terms of like stats and presentation and whatnot. So it's going to be shorter games so we can get through the season faster and see if we want to continue playing with this team and see where the season takes us. You guys know I'm a franchise guy, and I wasn't looking to do a bunch of Ultimate Team and Draft Champions right now. You know, I just don't play those modes a lot. I want to stick more to what I feel my strengths are and what my interests are. So we're going to go with franchise. I'm going to talk a little bit better about this in a channel update soon, talking about why this series is a thing and some other ideas that I have coming to the channel soon for a mini-series and some one-off videos. I'm using the standard PS4 mic only to listen to the audio to the stream. No, I have a microphone in front of me. This is not what I'm using right now. Otherwise, I'd be destroying your ears right now. All right, almost 1,000 viewers in here. I did not expect that. Oh, and it looks like I got my first super chat here from Luke McCullough. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yes, on YouTube there is a new feature they launched called Super Chat. Just to address that quick, Super Chat basically, if I had to compare it to something, it's like when you, I've seen streamers on like Twitch have like a donation thing and someone donates and their message is visible. So that looks like what Super Chat is. I will get a piece of that, so I appreciate it very much. Turn up mic. This happens like every stream that I do. But my mic settings are fine. I mean, I have a bunch of test recordings that I do before I go live, and it all sounds good. You just kind of have to up your volume, or maybe I can work on this. And whatchamacallit. Okay, Luke was saying Dallas wants me. I think that's what it was. Yeah, that was his message there. So if you do the super chats, I think if you do over $5, you get a message in there. Is it over 5? No, it's over. If it's $2 or more, you get a message, and it will be visible here for people to see. Although I think the $2 message doesn't stay on the screen, and like the more you donate, the longer it stays at the top there. If you feel like doing that for any reason, feel free. I'm not going to ask anybody to do that, but I appreciate it. Thank you, Luke. So we're going to start an offline fantasy draft franchise. Just because things are super chatted, by the way, doesn't mean I'll be necessarily like, just because you put a super chat out there doesn't mean I'll draft the player that you put in there or whatever. But if you feel like doing a super chat, it's up to you.
Welcome to franchise mode.
All right, I already know. I've been here before many times. Probably a couple hundred. Hey, I see Remy in there. Remy's actually in a stream right now. Almost 1,000 viewers on the stream. Almost 1,000. Thank you, guys. It appears that there is some excitement here around this fantasy draft franchise, and I can't wait to start selecting the team. We're going to start picking players here very shortly. You guys want some music? You guys want some YouTube library music? I can play some of that in the background. Should start playing some audio now. Not that you guys don't listen to this song enough in my videos. Over 1,000 now. Over 1,000 viewers. Alright, we need a team. You know what? I like Dallas's uniforms a lot. I'm okay going with the Dallas Cowboys. We'll go Dallas with this one. Especially because, like, they're not a rebuilding team. I'm not going to be doing a franchise as them any soon. So, let's just pick the Cowboys. And I'll go pre-existing injury off. No pre-existing injuries. Quarter length, I'm just going to set it to 10 right now with 15 runoff. I'm not sure what I want to actually use. No tutorials. I know what to do. Relocation settings. Put them normal because I don't really care what happens. Coach firing on. Salary cap on. Trade type disabled. Trade deadline off. Actually on. League type. Alright, we got that all set up. Not everybody's liking the Cowboys selection. Well, guys, I could make everybody happy. Want me to do 32 fantasy draft franchises? The Cowboys have some good uniforms. I like their throwbacks. I'm going to be an owner. I'm going to just pick Jerry Jones here. And we are going to start with a fantasy draft. Let's begin.
Your season starts now.
And the chaos begins now as well. Because I'll be picking, one by one, a position out of the hat. And it could be anything at first. It could be anything besides kicker and punter. Let's begin. Let's build this team. Alright, I pick number 4 overall. 3 quarterbacks off the board. No music, please. I'll keep music off for now. Alright, so the first pick. My first pick, and I gotta hurry up here because I got a timer. I can pause it. All right, first pick of the fantasy draft franchise is going to be this right here. It is going to be. I mean, it could have been worse, but middle linebacker is not a position you want to address first. But here we go. Time to pick a middle linebacker. And I did, on these ones, I did say specifically middle linebacker, left outside linebacker, whatever. So a middle linebacker, I think the choice is pretty obvious here for our first pick. It's going to be Luke Kuechly. Above and beyond the best middle linebacker in the game. So that's a good superstar player to begin with. It's just middle linebacker, not what I'd want to go with first. Pausing is cheating. Is not cheating, Remy, and I drafted a player on your favorite team, so knock it off. All right, so round number 2. So Kuechly off the bat. All right, pick number 2. We are going with left tackle. Not bad for early. I mean, it's a cornerstone piece. So we need a left tackle for this team. Taylor Lewan. Okay, Joe Thomas is now the highest rated. Andrew Whitworth behind him. What are we thinking here, guys? Oh, well, we got a super chat here from Kyle Redfield. And if you do leave a super chat, I'll say your name and the message that you have on here. Great idea, man. Excited to see where this series goes. Thank you, Kyle. I'm excited for this, too. It should be a fun time. It's something new, something exciting that we can do here in stream that we haven't done before. Thank you very much. Are you a 90s singer? No. All right, left tackle. Joe Thomas, Andrew Whitworth. Can I see any more ratings? View draft card. Okay. 92 pass block, 93 impact. Can you go wrong with Joe Thomas? I don't think you can. So we have a middle linebacker and a left tackle. What I was worried about early on is that we'd have like 5 players on defense or 5 players on offense. But we got 1 on defense so far, 1 on offense. Third selection. And I can't see what these are when they're even like that. Cornerback. All right. Corner is next. Round 3, pick 4. Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie is the highest rated. Wow, corners go early. Wow, 87 is the best I can do. Okay, Vontae Davis, Casey Hayward, Brent Grimes. I'm leaning DRC, Vontae Davis, or Sean Smith. DRC would give us 94 speed, 90 man, 82 zone, and the height. Vontae Davis, not as much speed. His coverage is definitely way down. And then Sean Smith. Yeah, I feel like DRC is going to be the best option here. So, Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie. It is. 2 on defense now. Where it's going to get interesting, though, is when we're not dealing with so many big-name players. All right, round 4. Round 4. Wide receiver. Let's get a playmaker out here. Are those going off the board yet? I definitely assume so. 90 is the best I can do. So we got, now this is where it gets interesting, because now it's like, what type do you want? Larry Fitzgerald, Steve Smith, Deshaun Jackson, Randall Cobb. You can take any of these players. I could take Stephon Diggs right now. I got 3 receivers in that hat, so I could go 3 receivers in a row even. So Larry Fitzgerald would give us, obviously, a phenomenal route runner. Gonna catch everything. Probably work the slot. What do we do here? I'm seeing names come up that aren't even available. Like Julio Jones. He probably went like in the first round. Like top 10. Oops. Alrighty. So, do I want to go with a slot receiver? Like I'd pick Larry over Steve Smith because he's taller. Has a little bit better catching. Don't tell Steve Smith that though. Deshaun Jackson if I want the speed. You know, that's not really my type. Larry Fitzgerald here is the receiver that I probably get the most out of. I believe so anyway. Randall Cobb. 96 catching for Cobb, huh? All right. Let's go Larry Fitzgerald. You can't go wrong here. I don't want to mess this first one up. Take a guy who's kind of pigeonholed into one role. Larry can work outside, inside, catch everything. That's a safe selection. So now 5th round. And I'm not guaranteeing this series goes beyond a year, so I'm not really worried about retirements right now. But if this series does go longer, that's where it could kind of burn me. All right. Oops, almost dropped the entire thing. And cornerback number 2. So we're going to draft another corner to go across from DRC or perhaps play nickel. Who knows? We got Brent Grimes, Terrence Newman, Byron Maxwell, Sam Shields. Let me check out Shields' ratings here. Pretty balanced. 94 speed. How about Terrence Newman? 87 speed. Maxwell has 88. Then Brent Grimes there at the top. A little bit smaller, not as fast, but good all around. Here I'm kind of thinking Sam Shields. Gives me speed, outside, inside options, and one of the best cover guys on the board. Yeah, now everybody's saying I got an old team. I'm just making the best picks. Sam Shields. Although I'm seeing a lot of Joyner comments. A lot of LaMarcus Joyner fans. All right, round number 6 now. Wow, 1,300 viewers now. I didn't even warn you people this was gonna happen really, but I guess it's easier with subscribers over here. Running back. All right, time to go get someone who's gonna touch the football a lot. Let's get it back. Come on. Oh, I got options. LaShawn McCoy, Adrian Peterson, Jamal Charles, LeGarrette Blount. By the way, I'm going to be playing on the same sliders I use in my Chargers franchise here in the live stream. So, keep that in mind for any reason. Bring DeMarco Murray back even. That's an option. Adrian Peterson in a Cowboy uniform. I don't know. You guys don't like older players. So I don't know if that can happen. You just don't like old players. Jamal Charles, LaShawn McCoy. Shady's 28. Charles is 29. Adrian is 31. It's going to be between these probably top 3 guys. And here come the comments. They're going nuts. I got to read some of these. So many. McCoy. It's a toss-up between McCoy and Adrian Peterson. A lot of shady comments. 98 agility. And Shady would be fun. Plus, he can catch the football a lot better than Adrian. What's his catching? His catching is a 72, and he can run good routes. Adrian here, we have to worry about the fumbles. Not going to be much of a pass catcher with 60. And you guys don't like the older players. Despite being a Vikings fan, I'm going LaShawn McCoy. That wasn't an easy pick. So Shady to the Cowboys. Next up. We go. I still don't have a quarterback, by the way, keep in mind. So I don't know what's going to happen there. Time to get another tackle. Right tackle. So we already have Joe Thomas. Now we go to right tackle. And I can get Marcus Gilbert, Lane Johnson. We got another good pass blocker here, Gilbert. I like the impact. Lane Johnson. A little bit more balanced. I think I want to go with Lane Johnson here just because of that balance, although Gilbert is a better pass protector. Just knowing that I took a tackle already that has like a pass blocking emphasis, I think the balance here is better. You're drafting a retirement home. I'm just making the right picks. If it happens to be an older player, that's the way it is. This guy's 26. Does this help our team average? Lane Johnson. Now to round number 8. Cole Beasley's off the board and Rashard Matthews. That lets you know the quality of receiver that's left. All right, up next. Another running back. It's time to build our running back by committee. We go Shady. And now I could have Shady and Adrian Peterson. How do I pass on that? Which one do we start? I gotta let the comments catch up to this. Come on, I want you guys to see that it's running back again. Pass blocking doesn't matter if your quarterback can't throw. That's true. I don't know who the best quarterback is left. I want to see. I gotta see, though. Oh, no. Oh, man. What are we gonna do? I don't know. Those are the best quarterbacks remaining? We're gonna have to really figure this out. We're a running team, though. We're a running team. We get Adrian and LaShawn McCoy. So I guess you know what type of guards we're going to be getting now. And I'm not letting myself do trades. So I'm not going to be like, oh, I'll just trade my second running back for a quarterback like, you know, Tyrod Taylor. That might work. No, no trading. No trading. Okay. Sammy Hawthorne. I wish I could take Sammy Hawthorne. Now it's time to take quarterback. They made me wait all the way till round 9. It could have been worse. But now I have to decide on Trevor Siemian, Colin Kaepernick, Jay Cutler, or Brock Osweiler. Alright, I can't go with Kaepernick and his accuracy. That's just not going to work. Siemian, short accuracy is an 84. Jay Cutler. My best option may be Jay Cutler. My best option is Jay Cutler. So you know what has to be done in this situation, right? You know what this means, right? It's our only option. Jay Cutler is our quarterback in this series. I don't see a single Cutler comment rolling through right now. I see a bunch of Goff. A lot of Goff. No Cutler. A lot of people wanted to see Goff. I see a few Cutler comments now. So Jay Cutler. We're bringing Jay Cutler back in this series. All right. Next. Whoops, I dropped one. This is the one I'm going to use. Dropping the controller as we do the same thing. What is, I just want to see Goff's ratings anyway. Oh, yeah, way better off with Cutler. All right. What is this? Dropping everything, man. All right. Wide receiver number 2. I don't think the Jay Cutler pick has been the most popular selection yet. So, to wide receiver now. What do we have? Anquan Bolden. Oh, I can't do that. I know how you guys are going to react to that. Jermaine Kearse. Oh, his ratings have come up a really good bit. That might be my best option now. Tyrell the Gazelle's an 80 as well. So, difference between Kearse and Tyrell. Seems pretty minimal. Anybody else I'm missing here? I can get plenty of speed later. That's good. So, Kearse gives us 91 speed, 85 catch, 80 route running. And Tyrell Williams gives us 91 speed, 82 route running, 84 catching. At 6'4". So what are we thinking here? I'm seeing a lot of Kearse comments roll through and a lot of Tyreek Hill. Or Tyrell Williams. I saw like one Tyreek Hill. Was he already selected? I'm not even sure where Hill is on this. What his overall would be. I'm assuming higher than these players. It's kind of split right now between Tyrell Williams and Jermaine Kearse. Kearse is 26 years old if this were to be a longer series. 85 catch in traffic, 88 spec. Tyrell, 80 catch in traffic, 82 spec. At 24 years old, 6'4", 205. Oh, we got another super chat here. What do we got? We got one from Matthew Wasserman. Might as well give your players walkers. You guys are knocking my team. I'm not okay with that. This is my team, but it's also your team right now. You got to cheer for this team. Tyrell, the Gazelle. Let's get the team younger then. They say they want a younger team. Tyrell Williams. I like Tyrell. Especially because, like, he wasn't as good in my Chargers franchise, so now I get to play with him as a much better version. All right, round 11. What do we got now? Free safety. All right, we haven't selected a safety yet. And our options are very old. I know you guys will appreciate that. Although Keith Tandy is only 27. Only 27. Reggie Nelson. Oh man, coverage has come way down for Reggie. Kevin Byard. Might work. George Iloka is only a 78 at the moment. I like Iloka a lot. Madden's not loving him right now, though. So Gilchrist is the top rated at 27 years old, but those ratings don't really impress me with his tackling or his zone coverage. It's really just balance of the two, and his man coverage is good for a safety. Lowry's is better, but he's too slow. That's a no-go right there. Nelson's 88 speed. D'Angelo Hall. Some of that coverage is doable. Then there's Eric Reed, if you guys just want a younger player who can lay the wood. We can go Eric Reed. Let's go Eric Reed. Let's get some youth out there. He can hit. I might move him to strong safety, though. So if I want a strong safety, maybe I take one who can be our cover guy, and I'll swap the two around. This is harder than I thought it was going to be. All right, round 12. Time to get his partner in crime. Strong safety. You're going 0-16 if you don't draft Eric Reed. Well, I'm so glad I'm not going 0-16 now. All right. I need a guy who can cover. Quentin Demps. Offers some coverage. Any of these players going to be guys I want in deep coverage, though? I mean, you're just not getting that at strong safety. Mike Adams, 81 speed, no way. TJ Ward, the opposite of what I want in terms of player type. Aaron Williams? That might work. It's not flashy, but Aaron Williams here does give me that cover safety. Quentin Demps is 31. Aaron Williams is 26. These guys are all old. We already have a label for this team. We're not even started yet. Oh, man. Or do we go with someone much further down the list? I always see Jeremy Miles' name pop up. He's solid. I had him in my Jaguars franchise as a spot. Just needed a free agent to play. Didn't do too bad. Andrew Sendejo, not going to give me that cover safety or the speed. Bradley McDougall. Deron Harmon. Okay. Harmon gives me 82 zone coverage. So difference between Harmon and Aaron Williams then. 89, 80, 65. Wish I could just compare the two. 87, 82, 66. I think I'd have to go Aaron Williams in this spot. We got to go Aaron Williams here. All right. Round 13. This team is weird. I kind of want to look through the picks I've already made and see how complete each side of the ball is, but I feel like it's kind of balanced. Let's go get ourselves a run-blocking right guard. Okay. Can I just look at all? See my draft? So, if you're just tuning in, here is the draft so far. I've been picking positions out of a hat this entire time. And whatever position pops up, I have to draft a player from that position. So here's our team so far. Luke Kuechly, Joe Thomas, Larry Fitzgerald, LaShawn McCoy, Lane Johnson, Adrian Peterson because I had a running back in there twice, Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie, Sam Shields. This team is not as old as you guys say it is. Aaron Williams, Tyrell Williams, Eric Reed, Jay Cutler. All right, right guard time. We know it's going to be a running team now, so we need to get somebody with good run blocking. I'll go away from David DeCastro because he's more of a pass blocker. TJ Lang, even more to the extreme. Larry Warford, balanced. Well, if I have to take such a hit to find a run blocker, I may just have to go get DeCastro then. Yeah, none of these guys are... I'm not going to take such a hit in talent. DeCastro, that works. We have a pretty good offensive line now. We have a good line and good backs. All right. Round 14. This time we are going with defensive tackle. It's our first defensive lineman. This is not going to be a strength of our team. We've taken 4 secondary players, a linebacker, and no defensive linemen till now. So, here we go. We can take Alan Branch here and just get a big nose tackle type of player. 88 block shed, 91 strength. Benny Logan. Less block shedding, but gives us a little bit more pass rush. Brandon Williams. Okay, I'm interested here because he has high block shedding and strength, but he also gives you power moves. And he's younger. I think I like Brandon Williams here. I'm a Brandon Williams guy. Kane is drafting from the antique store. I mean, I did a couple times. A couple. Alrighty. Round 15. Now we're going to tight end. Another pass catcher. What's left in round 15? Maybe that's one they forgot about. No. The best ones available too are blockers. How about Benjamin Watson? Not bad. Gary Barnage. If we want a receiving tight end. Cameron Brate. Not going to give us anything in terms of blocking, but he can catch the football. You can always have a different tight end be your blocking tight end. Vernon Davis. I just want to see what his catching is now. 83. You guys don't like older players, though. You guys like the Cameron Brates of the world from Harvard. I'm going to go Brate here. I like Cameron Brate. Even if he can't block. We're just not going to run behind him is all. Round 16. I know a lot of you wanted to see Kobe Fleener. Well, I like Cameron Brate more. Round 16. What was that, left end? Left guard. Another offensive lineman. We're going to have a good line. Oh, man, a really good line. Unnecessarily good line. Richie Incognito's 33. Ramon Foster is 30. Andy Levitre, 30. Andrew Norwell, 24. This is definitely more what you guys are looking for. Not a lot of love for the Cameron Brate pick at the moment. Good thing you're only planning on doing one season. Josh Sitton, 30. What do you guys think here? We can go for the young Andrew Narwhal. Balanced skill set. What do you guys want to see in this situation? Kane, you should wear a green shirt. I don't think I own one. I just got the green screen working. Just let me enjoy this for a little bit. A lot of Norwell comments rolling through. You guys want to go for the younger Norwell? Let's make it happen. By the way, if any of you haven't already, and you're having a good time, hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. We're running out of slips in this hat, so that's good. Almost got all our starters figured out. We're going another wide receiver. We have 4 pass catchers and 1 defensive lineman. We're building this team the wrong way. Wide out. So we have Tyrell Williams. We have Larry Fitzgerald. I wouldn't mind a Blazer in this spot. Travis Benjamin is a Blazer. He's also in my Chargers franchise. Percy Harvin. We could revitalize his career. Will Fuller. Deep speed. Big time speed, but the hands. The hands. What do we think? Just because you're playing as Jerry Jones doesn't mean you have to draft the same players the same age as him. You guys aren't very nice. So what are we thinking here? There's still Victor Cruz, although the speed's only an 88 now. A lot of people want to see Will Fuller. Travis Benjamin is a lot better. Not quite as fast. Will Fuller. 77 route running, 77 catching, 93 excel, 95 speed. The fans want Fuller. I will give them Will Fuller. Round 18. So there's not a lot left in the hat now. We're going to another cornerback. Got to get my nickel corner now, although Sam Shields can play in that role, so I'm not really shoehorned into any specific player now. Darrelle Revis is only a 79 overall. Wow, man. Sometimes when these players fall, they fall fast. Sorry, Revis. Adam Jones. Flowers. It's going to be old corners now. Guys who were really good like 6 years ago. Some earlier than that, but you know what I mean. Going too far down the list, I feel. Brandon Flowers, 69-man coverage. Jonathan Joseph might be our best remaining option there. Or I can just go with someone who's talented but inexperienced. Kawan Williams played some nickel. We can get Trey Waynes. He intercepted Aaron Rodgers and helped win the first game in US Bank Stadium. That's historic. TJ Carey? What do you guys want to see? Bring back the island? Roby? A lot of Revis comments. A lot of Revis comments. It's either Roby or Revis, according to you guys. And Roby's way down here. But I like Roby's combination. Roby it is. We're going young. I don't know if this series goes beyond a year, but if it does, we got a little bit of setup for that. All right. Round 19. Center. Got to get ourselves our last offensive lineman. That means that like most of the ones in there right now are front 7 players. And I mixed this all up. All right, Joe Berger, 34 years old. Max Unger, only 30. Jeremy Zuta, 30. How about J.C. Treader, 25. Marquise Pouncey. What about Ryan Kelly? Not quite. Ryan Khalil. Travis Swanson. How many total rounds are there? I think 53. I think you fill out your whole roster, right? J.C. Treader. Pretty good all around. We're going to go Treader here. He's also in my Chargers franchise, so that's all right. Alrighty, so it's basically, I think it's all front 7 players left. Man, we're not going to get to the quarterback very often, are we? So right outside linebacker now. What are we going to do this time? Ooh, this is bad. This is really bad. I could just try getting a pass rusher off the bench. This is not the time I wanted to be doing that. Shea McClellan, Keenan Robinson. This is tough. Not all your starters can be very good, that's for sure. Keenan Robinson. Trent Cole. Finesse rusher off the bench. DeMarcus Ware is a power rusher off the bench. Will this be on YouTube? It will be. It should be right after the stream is over. Just take Ware for end. Let's go for it. DeMarcus Ware. I got to get to the quarterback first and foremost. So if I have to play Ware at end, back in Dallas. Didn't think about that till now. DeMarcus Ware is back in Dallas. This defense is going to be bad. Oh, you know it. You know it. We can't win up front. We're not winning nothing. Right end. I have to find a way to make it work. Alrighty. We got some youngins now out there. Noah Spence. 83 finesse. Randy Gregory. 81 finesse. I don't think I want to look at a whole lot here. I think I just want to go Noah Spence. Right end. Here we go. Round 22. Only 3 left in here. Must have been 25 in here instead of 24 or something. Left outside linebacker. I want to get someone younger this time around. A lot of these guys are just pass rushers or old players. Kyle Wilbur? That's not bad. What's he got for coverage skill? Oh, not a ton. Stephon Anthony? I might want to go with Anthony in this spot. Might not be able to cover, but I like his speed, hit power, and tackling. We got to bring something to this defense. Let's go Stephon Anthony from Clemson. Round 23. As we continue on here. Left end. So finally another defensive lineman. I can't believe it was all bunched up here toward the end, though. That's so unlucky. A lot more older players on here. How about Adolphus Washington? I'd want someone here with good strength and block shedding, and Adolphus doesn't give me that. Red Bryant. More of a 3-4 build here, but they have him as a 4-3 run stopper. 6'4", 323. I could play him at D-tackle if I wanted to, but I know D-tackle I think is the last one in there. So, what do we do in this spot? Gotta get a pass rusher. Anybody on here who's a one-trick pony and is young? Oh, now we're going to the 60s. I don't want to go that far down. Maybe we go Red Bryant here and just play him at defensive tackle. A lot of people saying Shelby, though. Derek Shelby. Strength and block shedding gives us power moves. So we get a blend there. All right. Let's go Derek Shelby. Not what I had in mind, though. Last one left. Defensive tackle, I believe. Yep, defensive tackle. All right. So that is kind of the first wave of this draft now, and it's been awfully strange. Very strange. So D tackle. I'm looking for a pass rusher. Jordan Hill, 79 finesse. How are we going to get to the quarterback? So Derek Marks? No. Nick Williams? Maybe. From Samford. Block shedding and power are all right. Mike Martin? 82 power, 87 strength. At least he's got like a dominant move. Let's go Mike Martin. Let's go Mike Martin this time. All right, now I have the rest of them in here. Just want to use this hat instead. All right, so we've done basically the starters, and the rest now is filling out the roster. There will be 7 left over that we can just kind of freestyle it. Maybe I'll take some user-suggested picks for the remaining spots. So, let's get going. Up next, we have another linebacker. Now, on these ones, I didn't specify, so I have a little more freedom. So difficulty is lowered a notch here, so I can go from any linebacker I want now. So I can go, we have 77s at left, we have 73s at middle, and 77, 76s at right. Well, I can sort by these ratings. So let's go power moves. Eric Walden, Andrew Hudson. At some point, I think I had Andrew Hudson in the series, but I can't remember exactly. Eric Walden. That's not too bad to come off the bench. Okay. A lot of you wanted to see Eric Walden earlier, so we're going to go Eric Walden now. Wear the hat. I don't look good in the hat, man. It was the worst purple playing baseball. I don't look good in the hat. Round 26. Strong safety. Alrighty, now getting some backups out here. Got any young playmakers out here? I'm seeing a lot of old players. Denoris Cersei. Doesn't have a defined strength. Ryan Mundy. Hit power's good, but speed's not. Mike Adams. What do we do here at strong safety? Dookie and Nacho. He's got to play a 3-4 now. Yeah, I don't know how it's going to look. If I put Ware and Walden on the outside, I can go 3-4. Makes me would have wished that I would have taken Red Bryant. But 3-4 might be the move to make here. A lot of Roll or Chung in the comments. Patrick Chung, 61 zone coverage. That's awful. How does it get that low? I can't deal with that. So how about Antrell Roll then? 82 speed. How about Raphael Bush? How about that? That's better. I don't know if anybody mentioned his name. All right, pick number 836. Quarterback number 2. So, while you guys don't like Jay Cutler, you're about to meet your new favorite player. I don't know who it's going to be yet. All right. So we all on board here that Christian Ponder is the obvious pick then. It's time to bring a true quarterback to Dallas. And it's time. I can't mess around with this. I'm sorry. I'm kidding. All right, what next? Who now? We go Matt Moore. That's the safe option. You just want to throw it short all day. Check downs galore. Mike Vick. We're not going to throw it much. Not going to throw it well. Mark Sanchez. What do you do here? Ryan Fitzpatrick. Might be our best backup. A lot of people want to see Vic. If you guys want a third quarterback, he's probably going to be available for the freestyle rounds, the last 7. Why don't we go with Ryan Fitzpatrick now? We have to have a quality backup. It also gives us, I believe, our second Harvard player. We're not that talented, so we have to make up for it somewhere. All right, round 28, center. Getting some backup linemen now. Was hoping I get these backup linemen like last. Not the case though. We're gonna have some really good backup offensive linemen, it looks like though. AQ Shipley. Michigan Tech. Hey, if we want to get smarter, we got a couple of Harvard players. Now we can go Michigan Tech. Do you pass on that? No, you don't, because we're trying to get smart. Round 29. By the way, we're going to sim the preseason, no injuries, and just get on to the regular season when that happens. Guard. Either spot, I get to pick. Hooray. Left guard. Mackenzie Bernadou. Okay, Ben Grubb's 82 run blocking. Not much for pass anymore. Then Jeff Schwartz. Okay, I like Schwartz here. Evan Mathis. Not as much. I want to go Jeff Schwartz here. Dominant run blocker. Just retired today in real life, I'm pretty sure. There we go. All right, so no more offensive linemen. I only have one more in the hat. So no tackle, no tackle, no tackle, no tackle. Punter! Okay. I got no tackle. I mean, okay. Time to pick our punter. Pat McAfee, 72 speed. Johnny Hecker. Does it show Hecker's throwing on here? Hecker's a beast. Marquette King. We got so many options. We are so screwed if we play more than one season. I don't know where this series is going to go beyond one season, but this is one of the ideas I had, to do a fantasy draft franchise with you guys in stream and to make the team in this way. Really challenged me in terms of building this team, but it gave me some really ugly options. All right, so it's punter time. A lot of you want to see Marquette King. 98 kick power, 85 speed, Fort Valley State. Let's go Marquette King. This team could be punting quite a bit. Round 31. Don't be a kicker. Cornerback. Building up more depth. Alright, we're going to go somebody younger in this spot. DJ Hayden? No. William Jackson? He was a first round pick. That's not a bad spot right there. I'm going to take William Jackson right now. Gives us some good corner depth. Alrighty. Pick number 1021. Round 32, we're going another running back. So we have Shady McCoy and Adrian Peterson. So now, what do we do in this spot? We don't have great options, as you can tell. I might have to go for someone way down the list. Ooh, DeAndre Washington's interesting. What are we thinking here, guys? Help me out. Oops. Alright, so Justin Forsett is the best remaining. He's actually got pretty good ratings for a 77. What do you guys want here? CJ2K? Chris Johnson? Wow, the ratings aren't bad at all. We can do Chris Johnson here. That's alright. Alright, pick. In the 33rd round, we're going to defensive end. Not that there are that many great ones available. But I get my choice of either end now. 90 on this side. Or 70. 70 on this side, basically. And you guys know I need to get some pass rush. What if we go by finesse rush move now? We can get Frank Alexander. Or Quentin Jefferson, 81, 77 block shed. Quentin Jefferson is the pick. Yeah, trucking a 39. Not going to be running anybody over with Chris Johnson on here. Who'd you get for quarterback? Jay Cutler. We're going to be all right. It's going to go well. Oh, everybody wanted Charles Tapper there. I didn't select him. I'm sorry. Defensive tackle. To be fair, though, I've made a lot of picks that you guys like so far. I can't make them all ones you like. Alrighty. Ooh, Tom Johnson. I like Tom Johnson. Glenn Dorsey. No, not much anymore. Alright, so Babineau's here at the top. Not going to give us much of a strength. How about Bruce Gaston? That's not bad right there. Bruce Gaston. Balanced. Strong. Big Ten player. Bruce Gaston is the selection. Round 35. Cornerback. The last cornerback in the hat. This will be my fifth corner. Our secondary is okay at corner. I almost wanted to wrap it all up into being good, but no, safeties are not that great. We're going to go young again. It's not easy. Gotta go way down. Brandon Harris, not bad. Bobby McCain? I don't like one-dimensional players that much. However, I do expect us to play a lot of zone. The chat's a little bit behind, so I see a lot of people like the Gaston pick. Bobby McCain, huh? I'm not even sure who's going to return kicks for us yet. Maybe, Will Fuller? Will Fuller's got to be our returner. If we're playing a lot of zone, though, I like the agility and acceleration here for McCain. We'll go Bobby McCain. So round 36. Come on. Tight end number 2. So I already have one that can run or can receive. I mean, Brait's not even that fast. But now I need someone who can help block. Joseph Fourier, not going to do it. Darren Fells, another receiver. Matt Spaeth, pretty one-dimensional as a run blocker. Nick O'Leary gives us some balance. Can we do better than O'Leary? Troy Nicholas, nope. Jeff Cumberland, nope. Jeff Swaim. I'll go O'Leary here because he's got at least hands and blocking ability. Not much speed to go with it. Would be an ideal fullback for us too. All right, round 37. Defensive tackle again. I had 4 defensive tackles in total. Will Sutton might be a good selection here. Yeah, I should let Cutler kick return. That's a good idea. You guys really like him. Just wait till he makes some amazing throws in this series. Travian Robertson from South Carolina. I like this skill set here. He's slow development, but he's pretty good. Let's go. That works for me. Pick number 1213. I had to know this draft was going to take forever. Wide receiver. So now, what do we want to do? A lot of the gadget players are off the board. Percy Harvin, Cordero Patterson. I'm just seeing what's out there as you go down. And this ought to be the last receiver available. I think I've taken 4. Have I? Maybe I've only taken 3. All right, so back to receiver. If we sort by speed, for instance, Jakeem Grant is at the top. We have Will Fuller, though, so that's not like a necessity for speed. Justin Blackman. Bruce Ellington. Route running's pretty low. What if we sort by route running? Wes Welker, 77 speed. Absolutely not. Ryan Walters, 81. Aldrick Robinson might be the most intriguing left. I remember when I thought Vince Brown was going to be so good. That was that one Thursday night game where he and Denarius Moore both went off. Jared Abbrederis. I'm surprised that he isn't, like, better than he is right now. I liked Abbrederis in college. Oh, is Kevin White available? I know Roddy White is. Is Kevin White out here? Kevin White. Wow. That is a pretty easy selection. I'm so glad I didn't pick without checking this out. Kevin White. Round 39. See, that's why the chat is here. Kicker. Time to get a kicker. We have a great punter. We can get Matt Bryant right now. We can get Dan Bailey right now. We can get Adam Vinatieri, but we're not going to. We can take Nick Folk. Matt Bryant. It's the easy choice. All right, round 40. So 13 picks left. Tight end number 3. I had 3 tight ends in the hat. We can go for speed this time. Darren Waller. Intriguing. AC Leonard. 75 catch. Michael Pruitt, 81 catching. All right, so do we want Michael Pruitt or Darren Waller? Waller played receiver, I believe, at Georgia Tech. And now he's 6'6", 255. Could be a big matchup problem. Michael Pruitt, 81 catch at 86 speed. So with Waller, you get more speed, but you lose some catching ability. What are we thinking here? I see a lot of Waller comments already. Hey, it's okay to take an old kicker. Most of them are old because they're good and they can stick around for a long time. Want to go Darren Waller? The speediest tight end out there right now. Pick number 1284. We're going free safety backup. Tramon Williams Sr. 47 tackling, 44 hit power. Dexter McCoyle. What does he have in here? McCoyle's intriguing here. He's 6'4", too. Ooh, there's Darian Thompson. I liked him in the draft a lot. Now I'm drafting him. Darian Thompson, come on down. All right. 1341. Whoops, dropped it. Got it back. Linebacker. Any of them. So, Calvin Pace is a 76. With him, you will get some finesse and some run-stopping ability. It does look like we're going to be a 3-4 defense, though. And he would fit the scheme. What about Arthur Brown? Not bad. Not great. Robert Mathis, another old pass rusher. I'm sure you guys would be thrilled with that. Emmanuel Lemur. Lemur is not a bad option in this spot. You know what I need here? I need someone who can cover. So let me sort by zone coverage. Darius Glanton. Gives me 77 coverage. Alright, what if we go to middle linebacker? Now it's Terrell Manning. He's got 77. And left. Neron Ball? Actually never heard of him. 77 again. So for a coverage backer, what do we want? Need someone who can cover in this spot. Kuechly is all by himself in that front seven. Exactly. I was excited. First pick, Luke Kuechly. Actually, I wasn't excited, but looking back, like, hey, at least we had a good start. Why are there so many Cutler comments? I need to know who to draft. Travis Feeney was mentioned. 6'4", 226. Like the speed. 75 zone. Agile. 85 hit power. Alright. That's interesting. Dakota Watson. Had him in my Jaguars series for a little bit. Yeah, I can do better coverage than Lemur, so I'm not going to take Lemur. A lot of you want to see Darren Bates back on the team, back on the channel. I like the hit power, the speed. Let's go Darren Bates. That works for me. All right. We're running out of options here. Wide receiver. I had one more. One more. I feel like I have to go with somebody who's a possession receiver this time. Rod Streeter. 83 catching. I want better route running, though. Because if you're not fast, I want to know, how are you going to get open? Is it your speed or your route running? It's got to be one of the two. Rashard Higgins, Hollywood. Oh man, he doesn't have the highest speed or route running, but I like Higgins. Hollywood Higgins. I want Hollywood Higgins on the team bad. We're taking him just because of his nickname. We're taking Rashard Higgins. Pick number 1405. I think there's two in here. I'll take this one. Whoops. Almost dropping them all. Linebacker. I just took one. Let me see Chicolo's ratings here quick. 79 speed. Let's go block shedding now. Adrian Hubbard, 84. Now these aren't the most exciting parts of the draft, but a lot of these guys will probably get some playing time. Kevin Reddick. I'm on board. Only a couple more to go. Defensive end. And then we're just going to freestyle at the last 7 or so. We drafted the bulk of this team, picking out of a hat, and it's gone about as well as you could have expected. Brian Brahman from West Texas A&M. Lawrence Sidbury. Well, in this case, we're going to go 3-4 with this team, so let's go Leger Douzable. And now I think there's only one more in the hat, so we'll take this. The final one is a tackle. And that's it for the hat selections. Khalif Barnes. Jake Long, Jake Fisher. How about on the right side? Anything better? Not really. I'm just going to go with Fisher because if this series goes longer than a season, then we're a little bit more prepared. Probably not going to see our backup tackle play anyway. All right. So, we're almost done. Now we're just going to go for like some of the best players that are left anybody that is interesting. So let's just go through. You guys want to get Mike Vick on the roster as a third quarterback? Let's make it happen. So now we have Jay Cutler, Ryan Fitzpatrick, and Mike Vick. At running back, I think we're pretty much set, but always worth checking on the names remaining. Not that interesting, actually. Let's just go by all. Who else is worth an add to the team? Oh, I saw CJ Mosley. I'm like, oh yeah, of course. Wrong CJ Mosley. Trent Richardson. Let's get T. Rich out here. Trent Richardson is our fourth running back. I feel like we have enough defensive backs, but I have to select somebody. I'm just going to look for some young players that I like. Let's go Dexter McCoyle. Need a fullback? Want me to take a fullback? I'll take fullback. Nikita Whitlock. I need some run blocking here. Let me sort it. How do you pronounce that? At the same fullback that played for since Seattle? He has the highest run blocking left. Let's go with him. He's the best on the board. Next up. Don't want to go receiver, not really. Don't want to go defense. There's not much left. There hasn't been anything on defense since like the 16th round. So, I don't know. Defense draft hasn't been as much fun as I expected in here. It's just all about the order of the players you're given. Brandon Spikes? Why not? 2 more selections. Yeah, that was Tukuafu, a different player. That's right. For the Seahawks. Leonard Hankerson. Can we just sort by speed? Jakeem Grant. You want a returner? Let's get Jakeem Grant. He can compete a little bit with Will Fuller. They can both play. Now the last pick for us, our final selection in this draft. I would take Tom Johnson here, but we're going 3-4, so I want somebody different. Who's it going to be to close it out? Let's go Don Jones. That's our last selection. Wait, there's more? You picked more than 53? Do you pick your practice squad or something? What is this about? I don't really want more. I just saw someone. Where was KJ Dillon? I just saw KJ Dillon's name. I like KJ Dillon. Oh, I had to pick one more? Alright, so we've made it to the preseason. The draft is finally over. Let's do a quick little team recap here and look at what we have. I'm not going to get into a game tonight because the draft took so long, but I will play a game. I'm not sure what night it's going to be yet, but I'll let you guys know. I'm streaming the off-season for my Franchise and Dynasty tomorrow, and then maybe the next day we'll start playing games in here. But we have Jay Cutler as our quarterback, of course, backed up by Ryan Fitzpatrick and Mike Vick. Then at tailback, we're a running team. LaShawn McCoy, Adrian Peterson, Chris Johnson. We have a fullback. At receiver, Larry Fitzgerald, Tyrell Williams, Will Fuller, Kevin White, Jakeem Grant, and Rashard Higgins. We're really young there. And then Larry Fitzgerald surrounding all of them at 33 years old. Tight end, Cameron Brate, Nick O'Leary, and Darren Waller. At tackle, Joe Thomas and Jake Fisher. Left guard, Andrew Norwell. We have a good offensive line. At center, Berger and Treader. I actually took Berger second. DeCastro at right guard. Lane Johnson at right tackle. I like our line a lot. But defensive line, not so much. Derek Shelby, right end. Noah Spence, who will now be a linebacker for us. Brandon Williams is our nose tackle. We have like 4 defensive tackles for some reason. That's right, I picked 4. Stephon Anthony, Eric Walden at outside backer. In the middle, Luke Kuechly, Kevin Reddick, or Brandon Spikes, or somebody else, DeMarcus Ware. Back in a Cowboy uniform. In the secondary, Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie, Sam Shields, Bradley Roby, William Jackson, Eric Reed at safety, along with Darian Thompson. I drafted so many safeties. I took 7 of them. Aaron Williams at strong safety, backed up by Raphael Bush and KJ Dillon. Kicker is Matt Prater. Punter is Marquette King. All right. That is the team. That is the team we have built. We've built it together. And once we sit down to finally play some games, we'll see if this team can get it done. We're up against the Rams. Well, that's preseason. Let me turn off injuries quick and just get us to the regular season. And then we'll see what things look like then. So I'll turn this off. And let's advance to the regular season. So like I said, this series is going to be a simulated series. And that's all it's going to be. It's not going to be edited or anything like that. Maybe I'll take out some highlights if cool stuff happens. And I'm only expecting it to really go 1 season. Now, it could go longer depending on how much fun we're all having with the series if we want it to continue. But this year I wanted to start doing more things streaming, try some new things, and like Fantasy Draft Franchise. You have to go back to Madden 12 since the last one I did on my series, on my channel. And actually that one was for Machinima Sports at the time. That was where Joe Webb was my quarterback, and that was a team where I didn't draft it this way. I thought this would be a fun take because I enjoy building teams, and this would give me a challenge that I've never had to do before. You know, it's similar to Draft Champions, like you don't know what your options are going to be. This obviously was a more, like I said, extreme version of that. But it was fun. It was a good time. I hope you guys are looking forward to this stream series. We'll play the Giants in week 1. Let's just take a look at their team. We see how we have it. Let's see how other teams have it. So up first, Giants. Jameis Winston is their quarterback. Jay Ajayi is their running back. Jerick McKinnon backing him up. T.Y. Hilton, Jordan Matthews, Eddie Royal. Trey Burton at tight end. Trent Williams, Mackenzie Bernadou, Jason Kelsey, Kevin Zeitler. Jack Conklin, not bad. Daniil Hunter, great. Mario Addison, Dominic Easley, Christian Jones, Anthony Hitchens, James Harrison. Their front 7 doesn't scare me outside of Daniil Hunter. In the secondary now, Vontae Davis, Captain Munnerlyn, and Jonathan Joseph. I think we can beat these guys. Clayton Geathers at free safety, Jaleel Adai at strong, Brandon McManus, Matt Bosher. So that's our first game. Once we get going in this series, the New York Giants in the first game of the Cowboys Fantasy Draft from a Hat Franchise. Check the preseason record. I think it's too late for that. Actually, it's not. What'd this team do in simulation now? Would have been great to see those total stats if I had stayed there. We went 3-1. I drafted a good team, guys. What are we doing? I can't check the box scores? We went 3-1 though. Put some points on the board. Allowed some points too. So, not too bad. Not too bad, right? That's our team. And most importantly, that's our quarterback right there, Jay Cutler. We're going to rally around him. We're going to rally around Cutler. We're going to rally around LaShawn McCoy, Larry Fitz, Tyrell the Gazelle, our awesome offensive line. we're going to do okay. But on defense, it's going to be tough. Very tough sledding. All right, guys, that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you all for tuning in to the first episode in the Cowboys Fantasy Draft Franchise series. And I'll be streaming games here on the channel. I'll let you guys know when those are going to be. If you missed anything, you can catch the live stream, I'm pretty sure, almost immediately here on my channel. And then after this, I'll be playing games. All be in stream. Sometimes I'll sit down and play one. Sometimes it might be a couple. But I want to keep the games shorter than my main channel. So, like, I feel like 40 minutes a piece is pretty solid. I'm thinking going 10-minute quarters and 15 accelerated clock, which should give me around 80 to 100 plays, I think, per game. Decent length, but not quite what my franchise normally is with my Chargers. Those games end up being like hour 20 a lot of times with 120, 130 plays. So that'll do it for tonight, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. I did not expect to see so many tune into the stream and excited for it. Thank you all. And thank you all to those that sent super chats, my first super chats here on YouTube streaming. So catch me tomorrow at 2 o'clock Central Time for the Kalispell Dynasty off-season live stream, the first off-season in the series. I'll see you guys all then. Thank you all for watching and have a great day.